Greetings, survivors. This is your host, Neuroshima Hex Gamer. Due to a request from Christian, we are going to play a multiplayer game with 4 players, and I will specifically be Vegas. Which Vegas has the fun ability to capture and control other players' units. So purple here is Steel Police. They have a lot of nets. They're a fun faction. Definitely, if you're new to Neuroshima Hex, I'd recommend getting Steel Police as one of your first armies. In the green is Sharrash, and they're kind of these rat mutants. Really fun group to play with. Kind of tricky, but I'd love to get better at playing them. And then the brown with the fish is Mississippi, which right now is my favorite faction because they can poison other headquarters. And once you get poison, at the start of every battle, you take damage. So, very cool army, but very tricky. And you definitely do not want them to get up next to you. So, what we're going to do is, because this is a multiplayer game with 4 players, I'm going to definitely take the time to surround my headquarters. Generally, depending on the faction, I wouldn't surround myself. Certain groups you do want to, like New York and Moloch, but and that's in a 2-player game. However, in a 4-player game, even a 3-player game, you definitely want to take advantage of surrounding yourself as much as you possibly can. Yeah, Sharrash has that beast that hits 3, which is awesome. The biggest strategy in a 4-player game is protect your headquarters at all costs, and even if it just means throwing dudes in the way to die, because it really can be touchy. Now I'm going to hold on to the agitator because this module has the control takeover ability, which means I can control another unit. So I want to see who else gets out on the board. My headquarters, the silver bar that's pointing towards the Steel Police side, that also has the control ability. Yeah, Sharrash has that cool castling where they can move around with their guys. And I want to capture that guy. And actually, I'll put him here. Now, this is my first time doing a commentary, so please let me know if this works for you, if you like it, if you don't. Ooh, and we get the poison ability on our guys, which is awesome. Oops, I hit fast forward. I'm going to try to remember not to do that. Sometimes when I play personally, I'll fast forward the battles just to get to the next phase. But for learning the game, it'd be much better to have it right here. Yeah, they didn't like that too much. However, we're still doing pretty good. So I'm going to actually do that. And this will be a throwaway tile. The reason I didn't have to turn the guy that was placed there is because he can attack one melee attack at any space on the board with shadow. I don't want him coming after me though, because he could shoot straight across the board. Every single hit point that I can scratch out, I want to keep. Yeah, this game has been likened as a knife fight in a phone booth. The board fills up, a battle goes off, and things get real. Or a battle tile gets placed. Steel Police hasn't had their nets come out yet. They can hold armies and headquarters in place, which can be tricky. So I don't really want to move. Don't really want to rotate either. However, to protect myself, go ahead and put him here. I definitely need to be trying to put some pressure onto Mississippi, so I probably should have placed my guy where that shooter at 2 went. Yeah, Sharrash's headquarters is really sweet because they can move around a lot. Okay, we'll do this. We'll take him out. Now, I'm not sure who Mississippi is going to want to attack. Yeah, every time that battle happens, the poison takes effect. Ooh. Oh, bugger. So if that, the venom gives the shooter an ability where if he gets a shot off, then he'll do an attack, plus he'll poison me. For every single poison, which I'll get right now, every single poison, I'll take 1 damage at the beginning of the turn. Or at the beginning of each battle. That's tricky because then I really want to reduce the amount of battles that happen between now and the end of the game. So I need to put some serious hurt on these other guys. Need to protect myself. Okay. Yes, I will poison that guy. And that guy is really cool because he can stomp on, he can take over, crush, let's see, what was his name? The Executioner. He can cost 1 toughness to the HQ. He can take an enemy tile from the board, except of course an HQ, and put the Executioner in its place, which is really sweet. He's really powerful. He's got the 4 attacks, 3 in the front, 1 in the back. He's got armor on 2 sides to protect himself, and he has an extra toughness, which means it takes 2 hits to take him out. Really cool guy. Steel Police is definitely up there in one of my favorite armies to play. In fact, it's my favorite versus Dancer. I'm kind of in a good spot, so I don't want to switch my guys. Rotation doesn't really do much. Now the question is this battle going to be a good call? it would do, because the Steel Police's War Dog, because the I can't remember all their names, because the explosives are going to blow up this mutation, which gives extra 2 toughness to the connected units. Explosives blows up mutation, and then the War Dog will shoot the Sharrash's HQ for 2 because it has the officer that gives +1 to ranged, and it'll also do 2 to the Mississippi. Plus Mississippi will get hit by the swarm of rats. So I'll get hit for 1, but everybody else is going to get hit for at least 1, or at least 2. So it's definitely something that I'm coming out ahead overall. Not worried about Steel Police winning. As long as I can stay alive, I'll be in good shape. Now Mississippi could get caught up. Sharrash, I'm okay on. I'm 5 points ahead of Sharrash. Now the shooter in the top left at 2, Steel Police, excuse me, they netted him with using their HQ. Let's see. The guard was netted by the Steel Police's HQ, which can use their net on any enemy tile except HQ at the cost of 1 toughness. So it deactivates the targeted tile. Now only 1 tile can be deactivated at a time, so net of steel cannot be used again unless this tile is removed from the board. The catch with that is nobody's taken out that guard, so Steel Police hasn't been able to reuse that ability. Okay, for me, I definitely want to put some hurt on Mississippi. Mississippi's already putting hurt on Sharrash, so I definitely am going to want to start this battle. Steel Police is almost out for the count, which is a good thing for us. If they go, then everybody else of the Steel Police's units get taken off the board at the end of the battle. Yeah, there's a good chance we'll win. Now, if something like that happens, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble, because that's a poisoner, which is one of my favorite units of the game, because he just poisons. He doesn't do an additional attack. He just poisons. There's my other... However, I might risk it. 6 tiles left, 5, 5, 8. I might not do it yet. I might just hold on to it. Can't really... Actually, I could move him. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So this Sharrash unit isn't pointed towards my HQ, this plague. So if he's not pointed towards me, that's okay. I pointed poisoner away from me, so he can poison. So let me back that up. I might actually not use that module, and I'm going to go ahead and start a battle. Because then Mississippi is also going to be poisoned, which means they're highly less likely to want to attack. Now Steel Police is going to be down for the count at the end of this round. Now Sharrash is the only one not poisoned, so they have a good chance of pulling ahead. But we're close to the end, so I don't know if anyone's actually going to do much. Unless they get poisoned right now. No, he got paralyzed, so he's not going to be attacking for the rest of this game, or until the next end of the next battle. However, I definitely want to take advantage of getting a couple extra hits on Sharrash. Because on the last round in Neuroshima Hex, there can't be a battle tile played. And then there's a final battle at the end. Of course. I'll just push him away. And just really protect one side of me. Okay, final battle. Yeah, we've won. So Vegas does pretty well at when you have a lot of opponents. It's super annoying when it's just two players. The challenge with Vegas is if you go against the wrong army, say Hegemony, which is yellow, or say Steel Police that can net, if they can net some of those key modules, let me see what they're called. Okay, units. Yeah, if the agitators plus the HQ are the most powerful part of Vegas. They don't have many units, but they can control others. If those controlling abilities get taken out, Vegas suffers quite a bit. They do have, I'll take it back to Vegas. Strength does not lie in a strong army or heavy weaponry, but in the wealth, machine programming, and human manipulation skills, which is definitely true. It feels that way. You can see they've got some attack, but not tons compared to other armies. The agitators got 3 of those, plus the HQ that can rotate and move. Those are super powerful if you can get cornered or get in a corner with an agitator. That seems to help, especially if the other units are blocking the agitator. So you can really just hold that spot. Thank you for watching. Please comment and subscribe. Let me know what else you'd like me to do. I'd be more than happy to accommodate requests. If there's a particular army that you'd be interested in me playing, we've got Borgo, Moloch, Outpost, Hegemony, Neo Jungle, New York, Smart, Vegas, Steel Police, Doomsday Machine, Dancer, Sharrash, Mississippi, and Uranopolis. At least on the app. There are a few more armies that are not currently on the app, but when the next version of the app comes out next year, hopefully all the armies will be there. But until next time, stay safe, stay smart. This is the Neuroshima Hex Gamer signing off.